Hello and welcome back to Atelier Meruru, everybody. We are going to make our first delivery today and finish up our first request. We're going to get started on developing the kingdom. Last video we gained access to Toteri's workshop. We're now able to use everything in here to our advantage. We're going to be spending a lot of time here. And we also got Lias in our party, which makes a full party. You can only have 2 escorts in your party, and you must keep Meruru in your party at all times. And for the time being, we can only take Kana and Lias with us. Later on, we'll be able to take more characters out, and I'm going to hopefully take out all the characters, at least for a little while. But with that being said, we're pretty much ready to go. We're just itching for a little bit of adventure, so let's go. And we can now use the shortcut function, which is so helpful. If we press start, we can view a list of locations and move around, which beats walking any day, honestly. Makes things so much faster. Right now we have access to the workshop, the study, the tavern. We'll go to the tavern later. Namaki Road, the Artisan's Way, the Castle Gate, the castle, and the world map. So I don't recommend walking anywhere unless you need to. I just recommend using fast travel. It's such a lifesaver, so let's head out to the world map. I'm finally taking my first real step into alchemy. Alright, let's do this. Okay everyone, follow me. Follow me? You do realize that the bodyguard is supposed to go first, right? No, I want to be the leader. This is the first task I have as a real alchemist. That's great and all, but you're still the princess. Why would the princess be the leader? Lias, don't forget your primary duty is that of a servant. You must follow the princess's every command. Ah, Rufus, what are you doing here? It's my duty to make sure our princess has safely departed, so I've come to see you off properly. More importantly, Lias, are you saying you are so weak that you cannot deal with any monsters that may appear? Of course not. I was just trying to put her somewhere that she'd be safe. Then let her take the lead. If you are a truly loyal servant, you should be able to protect her from any position. Okay, I get it. Well then, princess, travel safely. I'll be awaiting news of your success. You got it! I'm gonna come back a winner for sure. Lias, Kana, let's go. Just make sure to pay attention to what's in front of you. Yes, please watch where you step. There's a big rock right there. I'm fine, you two. Stop treating me like a little kid. Alright, so this is our world map. And this is where we travel to our various locations. So right now, this is Arles, and the only place that we have is our kingdom. As you build things, more buildings will appear on the map, and it looks a bit fuller. It's really empty right now. Meruru can only go on marked roads like this, so we have to develop more roads around the kingdom, and pretty much everything that you see up here we're going to eventually unlock up this area here, and all of this. It's a pretty big world map, and we're going to be seeing a lot of things, but it takes a little while for the whole area to develop. For now, we only have the Meruru forest as our location, so we need to go there. It's going to take 2 days to travel. When you travel, it uses up LP. You also need to keep in mind that it takes a couple of days to travel to each location. And if you take a look, it also gives you a description of the area. It gives you items that you can gather, and if you press the right button, you can also see a list of monsters that you can defeat. And also any development tasks that you have. So you get a lot of information on the overworld, which I really like. So if you press X over top of the area, you can enter. There are soldiers stationed outside the town who are helping with the country's development. If you need to deliver an item in order to complete your task, go ahead and speak with them. So basically, if you have something to deliver, talk to a soldier. They'll all look like this. I think they're all a generic looking soldier, and they will have the DEL which means delivery, a little symbol above their head. So let's go ahead and talk to him. I'm hungry. Well, good sir, I have a pie for you. So any pie will do. And if you meet the requirements, the quest will only be finished when you filled up all 10 stars. So 10 out of 10 stars. And our request is done. That was easy.
Hey! I brought you some food!
Princess, what are you doing here?
I heard you were having some food troubles, so I synthesized a pie for you. Dig in and boost that energy.
Wow, this looks amazing. Thank you, Princess. I'm feeling better already.
Job well done.
Man, I'm so glad I was able to help. And now it's officially mission complete. Good job. We should head back to the castle and report to Mr. Rufus right away. But we went to so much trouble to get out here. Can't we wander around for a while first?
I'd say no, but it's not like you'd even listen. I guess we have no choice but to follow your lead.
Oh, we're only 4 episodes in and there's already someone spying on us?
Everything seems to have gone well. She's more capable than I imagined. I'll be expecting big things from you, Princess.
Ah, well, that character won't come into play for a very, very long time. So we're just gonna ignore her for now, and at this point, it's up to you what you want to do. We do have to go back and talk to Rufus almost immediately after we leave. It's the next thing we have to do. And then we have to come back here. Spoiler alert. So it's up to you. If you feel like you want to fight a couple of monsters and gather a couple of materials before going back to Arles, then feel free. I don't recommend spending too much time in here and wasting too much stamina, just because we will be back, and we will be back very, very soon. And you're going to collect a bunch of ingredients when you come back. But it's not a bad idea to collect a couple of things. Some grass can make you some supplements. Supplements are used in a lot of recipes, and they can be made out of any item that you own. They're insanely useful, and it might be a good idea to get a good start on your alchemy level by collecting some stuff to make some supplements and some other things. A couple of enemies in the forest. You've got these enemies here are called Poonies. You've also got the carrot bunnies that we fought at the start of the game. And you've got the horse enemies and the wolf enemies. If you're playing a regular game, I don't recommend fighting the wolves or the horses just yet because they are pretty tough. However, I think I'm just going to do a couple of battles here, obviously because I can handle it. And it gives me a chance to level up. So for now, until you gain a level or 2, I would recommend sticking to the bunnies and the Poonies.
These guys are so slow.
So we're not going to be here for too long, just because I think it's important to advance the story. Just because when we're finished all of this story stuff, we'll be able to really get into free exploration and getting to do what it is we want when we want. So I'm just going to showcase some of the enemies in this area, and then we're going to head back. I've already gained 2 levels for Meruru and Kana, which is awesome. And now that we have a couple of materials and we spent a day in the forest, I think it's about time that we go back to Arles and report that our mission was a total success. So off we go.
Princess? I feel bad asking after you brought me that pie and all, but could you do me a favor?
What is it? Just tell me what I can do to help, whatever it is.
Well, plain grass has been overrunning the forest, choking out the more useful plants in the area.
Is that right? Okay, leave it to me. But, how can I fix it? I need to talk to Rufus. So maybe I should just head back to the castle first. Sorry, I'll be back.
Ah, of course. Thank you so much, Princess.
Alright, so while you develop the land, people may come and ask for your help with their problems. You were asked in person this time, but often you will find request letters in the mailbox at the front of the workshop. Just like now, you won't know what to do just by reading the letter. You have to report to Rufus every single request that you get. It's very important to remember that, or else you're not going to be able to do anything with it. Solving the problems of settlers is an important part of advancing Arl's kingdom. Alright, so Rufus is the man that we need to go and speak to. So let's travel back to the kingdom. I'm back! I finished my very first task. Oh, that's right. From now on, I should go see Rufus to report in and find out about new tasks. Alright, and every single time you come back to the workshop from the world map, you'll be transported here automatically, and any items that you've obtained will go into your container. So all of the grass that I got will go into the container, and hopefully its quality will improve. Before I go and see Rufus, I'm going to make a couple of supplements. Like I said, they're very, very vital in the game. You can see I already have enough to make 76 of them. They can be made out of anything in the game. So I'm going to make a couple of them. And they are going to be used in a couple of different recipes. I want to make sure that it has a variety of traits available. Because having a wide variety of traits is a good idea when crafting items, especially if they're items that are used in a lot of things, like supplements, so you can get the best item possible, and the stats will go on to other things. Now, unfortunately, because it's the beginning of the game, I'm not going to be able to get a lot of these stats, but we'll go ahead and synthesize 10 of these supplements. It's only going to take us a day because they're pretty easy to make. And it's going to be a D rank, which is very, very low, and we're only able to pick a trait that's worth 1 point. So you can see I have a list of traits. You can pick up to 5 of them, but I can only afford 1, which is a real bummer. But that's okay. We're going to work on that as we level up, obviously. So go ahead and make some supplements. Leveled up our alchemy, and now we need to go and talk to Rufus. But I think we will go ahead and we will do that next time, so we can report to him, tell him the good news, and hopefully he also has some good news for us. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody, and I hope that I will see you next time.